Hello, everybody. It's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with Jason from the 1911s. How are you, Jason?
I am fine. Thank you. How are you?
Great, great. I see you have a great collection back there.
Yeah.
Um, you have a Telecaster with a Bixby, I believe.
Yeah, that's a custom shop G&L ASAT, which I spent way too much money on. And yeah, I got a bunch of Gretches and a couple Strats.
Nice. So on the 1911s record, what did you use? What was your primary guitar?
Primary guitars were a mix between uh, the G&L Legacy and whichever Gretsch I had in hand at the time.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, I love the shirt, by the way. I'm a huge Sick of It All fan.
I'll
I,
figure it.
I got to see them in 1990,
Okay.
open for Biohazard and Napalm Death.
Okay. Okay. That was like just a little bit after Blood, Sweat, and Tears came out, right? Because that came out in '89.
Yeah,
And I remember as a kid, and I don't know how old you are, but
yeah,
I'm kind of ancient at this point, it seems like. And I had the Walkman,
yeah,
right, with that cassette and the really shitty
yeah,
headphones,
yeah,
right? And I'm trying to like get down with it, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I first came out, but yeah, oh, that's awesome.
When that first came out, I'd never heard them when I saw them live, and
Okay,
they were by far one of the best live acts I've ever seen, even then.
good man, they're good.
So, I was expecting from your bio to be a little bit more punk oriented, but I noticed your guitar tone is way more surf than punk, but
Right,
still a good mixture of both.
right.
Talk about your how you got that sound.
Uh, I don't necessarily know how I derived at that sound. I know I wanted it to be surfy, right? But I also wanted it to have like a little bit of a harder edge to it. Um, I think I kind of conveyed that. I don't know if anybody else gets it, but to me, if it came on the radio, I'd listen to it.
Good, good. That's always when you can listen to your own music objectively is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like when I'm making these songs and writing these songs, I want it to be something that like I said, if I heard it, I'd be like, oh, I'm down with that. You
Cool.
know.
So before we go any further, tell me your favorite punk band and your favorite surf band.
That's such a hard question. Favorite surf band currently?
Yeah.
Uh, you know who I'm really into right now? The Langhorns.
Okay.
Uh, they just got a sick sound. I mean, there's so many bands. I've been listening to a lot of Wiped Out. I don't know if you know those guys.
From New York.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Brooklyn. I think like that.
Yeah.
Coffin Daggers. I know I'm like kind of sidestepping the question, but
Yeah.
I'm just throwing out bands that I'm listening to like currently surf wise. Favorite punk bands, dude. Can I list more than one? Can I say more than one?
Well, why don't you do one punk band and one hardcore band? Because I think I know what your hardcore band
All
is.
right, hardcore band would be Sick of It All. Uh, Favorite punk band? Could we consider Minor Threat a punk band?
I guess I could go either way, right?
Right. All right. If
Yeah.
not,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Black Flag.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're into
I
all
could,
the same stuff I am.
I could go on for days.
I'm 49, so
Okay.
I'm sure we grew up listening to the same type of hardcore and punk.
Yeah. 48 in December, so we're right there.
Yeah,
You know.
and, and that crowd growing up that went to all those shows is like
Yeah.
you always remember those guys, even if they weren't from your neighborhood. You always remember them.
Well, I live on the eastern end of Long Island, so it was like hard to get anywhere.
Oh,
And at the time it was, when I was a kid, like 13, 14, when all the shows were going, the matinees were going on, CBs
yeah,
and stuff. It was either get a ride from somebody you knew, which didn't know anybody who was listening to that stuff really,
right.
hop on the train, which was like kind of 2 blocks away from the house, or get on the bus. But I mean, that was like not
Right.
even real. But yeah, so
So it's interesting you mentioned Wiped Out because they've been on quite a bit, and they have a show coming up around Halloween with the Coffin Daggers.
right, I plan
And
on
then
going
you're going to that?
go to that. Yeah,
Excellent. Did you see him with the Messer Chops?
I did not. I wanted to get to that show, but just couldn't happen. So
Yeah. I missed the Messer Chops when they were close. They played the High Tide Festival, and I was gonna go, but I couldn't get the work off. So
yeah, they I think they played Brooklyn too.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and Man or Astro Man came to town too. I didn't get to see that either,
Oh wow.
but I
Wow.
missed a.
I miss so many shows. I have one show I'm going to see with my daughter in Philadelphia, so I'm lucky I get to see shows at all.
Yeah, kids, man, so I know what it's all about.
What's that?
I have 2 kids, so I know what it's all about.
Yeah, it's fun when you can share your music with them and vice versa.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get my oldest son, who's 11, to go with me to a Dinosaur Jr. show at what the hell's the club in the city? Terminal 5.
Okay.
Um, he's vacillating between going and not. So, trying to come on.
Well, as far as seeing great guitar players, I mean, Jay Mascis would really do wonders to hear live, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's funny. We're talking about that actually, because like he's the primary reason I started playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah.
Did you see that video they did of them skateboarding and riding bike?
Yeah.
That is by far one of the coolest videos I've ever seen.
Yeah. It was pretty entertaining, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we know that you're punk and surf influences, but what can people expect from your record?
What could they expect from my record? A lot of people say it's got like a like some sort of like spy sound thing going on. Which I get because there's like one of the songs, there's like a little ode to James Bond theme in there,
Uh-huh.
just like a little bit. And the other comment I get is that it's kind of creepy,
Nice.
some of the stuff. So that's right where it is. I don't think it's not traditional surf, so don't expect that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like all out experimental, so don't expect that. It's just right, I guess, maybe in the middle. I don't know,
Well, well, the two elements, horror and spy, are huge in the surf
Yeah,
genre,
yeah, yeah.
and especially stuff like what was that the show? Oh my god, from the '60s.
Get smart.
You Get Smart.
Okay.
That one gets done a lot,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and that and the Avengers, stuff like that. You know.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking to like cover anything. We're not looking to
Right.
cover. I think that's like I know people are into that, but I feel like it's
Yeah.
beating dead. But that's
Yeah.
you know.
It's hard to go to a surf show and know you're going to hear Mr. Lube maybe 3-4 times.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
But luckily I went to uh Surf Guitar 101 convention, and I only heard it one time by Surfer
Oh,
Joe.
no kidding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands out
Yeah, Surfer Joe played it, and of course
there. You
uh
nailed
his is my favorite version.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean Dick Dale, but I mean Surfer
Right.
Joe does a really, really good version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so you're rehearsing as a 3-piece now. How long has the full band been together? Because in your bio you discussed that you were a one-man band
Yeah.
and you were writing all the songs. And tell me how the trio came together.
Um, I wrote the songs. I had the material, and when COVID hit, and shut everything down, kind of put the kibosh on well, everything for everybody, right? So I was like, you know what? I've been in this house 20 years, and I said when we moved in, I'm going to build a studio. Well, I never got to it. Now I'm building the studio. So I blew out a studio down in the basement, which I'm in now.
Awesome.
And then I was like, oh, I got to get that. We got to get this going because it's that whole COVID timing, man, just destroyed so much for so many people.
Yeah.
And
Especially live music.
oh no, it destroyed it. It destroyed
Yeah.
it. So it just then I had COVID like 3 times,
Oh
and
my God.
I know it was ridiculous. And I got the shot, I got the booster shot, I got this, I got that. You know what I mean? I still getting it. And everybody had it, and we couldn't get together. It was the whole thing. So it formed around just as COVID was smacking everybody in the face.
Did
So
you record the songs yourself during that lockdown?
yes,
So you're playing all the instruments.
yes, I am.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank,
Uh,
thank
that was I hear a lot of bands started during COVID. People that were in other bands that weren't able to get,
yeah,
band practice together, did their own thing, and a lot of people put new stuff out, and a lot of it was surf music.
right.
And then when that, which is another reason why I started this channel, I wanted to do something
Okay.
during COVID. I started interviewing the likes of Dave Smalley,
Yeah, no,
and
I love.
yeah, like a Chad Price, like those guys. I had like goals of who I wanted to interview, much
Yeah,
like you had goals to put out a certain music um with the 1911s. So
right.
tell me what the band name means to you, and what was your thought when you initially said, okay, I got to do this?
Um, I've been wanting to do a surf thing probably since the mid '90s. Okay, and over that put it late, I guess early 20s or late teens, early 20s, right? And I couldn't find anybody to get down with it,
Oh,
and so I just kind of put it on the back burner and squashed the whole idea. Played like numerous other bands during that time, but just never a surf band. And even then, like as much as I wanted to do it, I didn't think I could pull it off because I didn't know what direction I was going to take it in. I wanted to play surf music. So, but yeah, as far as the band name, it's just real simple. The 1911 handgun.
yeah.
That's what it is.
and it's that's interesting because the other day Clark from Wiped Out posted a little short of him at the firing range.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's funny. I didn't see that. Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah.
Um, so what's next now? You have the rehearsals going on. When do you anticipate you playing out?
As soon as we can get it together enough to do it, it's you always run the obstacle course uh, when you're playing with people and you're trying to put material together. You obviously want it to be the best that you can get it, but it's hard being in my, I don't want to say it, but late 40s. You have so many other commitments that
Yeah, yeah,
have to be looked at, and kids, work, the whole thing. So to try and get it to that point, it takes that much longer because you're not 18 years old anymore in somebody's basement,
right,
just blowing it out for hours on end. You know what I mean? Just because nobody has time.
right, right.
So life gets in the way. So try to now it's here. Learn the songs. We'll do them in practice. But
Nice.
that kind of sucks too, though. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
so it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
So you're in the studio right now,
Yes.
um, and you're gonna do a what's my rig for
Yeah.
us. I
Absolutely.
make sure you show that studio because just from what I see of it, it looks like super clean and well done.
Yeah, it is. It's also really small.
Yeah, most are.
The studio, when I wanted to build it, when we first moved in here, like I was telling you before, about 20 years ago, is now my kid's playroom. So that's the bigger side of the basement. So I had this, enough space to do what I wanted to do, but you know, it would have been better on the other side.
Isn't it funny how dads get the ultra small spare room?
Yeah, well, I should have just taken advantage of it when I said I was going to do it, and we would have
Yeah.
procrastinated.
So are you writing more now that the trio is together? Are you writing some more stuff?
Um, right. I'm always writing stuff. Uh, you know, when I released the two singles, my intent was to put a single out every 2 or 3 months. Okay, all the while writing,
Right.
but trying to promote it has occupied so much time
Right.
that,
Right.
and again, life, right? So
Right.
getting down here is like is tough. So I try and get down here in the mornings before I go to work. I get down here at night for a little bit, and I put stuff together, but it's taking longer with trying to promote this,
Yeah.
and dealing with the everyday life deal. It's just taking a little bit longer to get the material up to where I want it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, before we sign off, is there anything you wanted to talk about or mention that I haven't asked about?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I just I appreciate you asking me to do this, and I also appreciate the fact that you do it. Period. It's pretty rad, and it's a great thing that you're doing.
Thanks so much, man. It started out just me wanting to talk to musicians about music, and
Right.
I don't like admitting that I'm a fanboy, but I pretty much am.
Yeah. I'll have some of that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
how can you not? I guess.
Well, you take care. Thanks so much for responding to my post,
Yeah, no problem.
because every once in a while I make a post like that and I don't hear anything. And the fact that I got to meet you, it was pretty cool. You seem like to be a really down to earth, salt of the earth dude, and I'm just glad you reached out and put your little link up there. And I had a really good time talking to you.
Yeah, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Take
All
care.
right. Yeah.